That's not even a sentence. I gotta Google if this is a real word.
Weatherman. I guess so. You think about X-Men, right? Like Storm. She's a weathermancer. She controls the weather. It seems fitting. Even if it's not a real word, I think it should be.
Gwent decks named Weathermancy. I see lots of One Piece RP. Center Soul Wiki. Can't say I'm finding a dictionary.com. You know, I don't know if this is Scrabble legal.
Merriam-Webster, you got to get with it, man. I'm waiting for this 2019 edition.
All right, let me see. I'll double check the Scrabble dictionary here. Looks like it is not going to be okay.
Got it.
You can't drop down at Scrabble.
So for all the competitive Scrabblers out there, Chalice on the Bounty Hunter, going to be on the run. Janata level 1 gets tossed back by the Tiny. Don't know if this will be a first blood, but it'll be kind of close. A lot of damage coming his way. Uphill miss, 2 uphill misses. Wowzers.
Livin'. And, well, I guess across all of this, we didn't really discuss it. I don't know if you did. Maybe I wasn't listening when I was too busy scrabbling here, but FY is playing the Pango.
I mentioned it, but I thought offered no additional analysis beyond that.
Yeah, that's something. So, I'm not sure how far that's going to go in terms of the last hits. It looks like Chalice is going to be set to go for them all, so I feel like this is going to be one of those kind of like double 3.5 scenarios. As you can see, he's still using the Swashbuckle to secure the range creep, as most core Pangos will do. But they're going to split the farm a little bit here, and once that once that Bounty Hunter is ready to perhaps roam around a little bit more, that's where FY will get a bit more space.
Okay. Be interesting to see how that farm breakdown unfolds. Mid lane, the stand-in, XM, the young gun, in for maybe today, or I guess for this whole tournament, on the Razor up against the Queen of Pain. This matchup should be pretty even, right? Not a huge amount of kill potential either way unless some sort of a rotation comes out.
Yeah, and then there's some questions for the Queen of Pain as to how many points in the dagger she goes. As you can see there, that's basically what happens, right? If you go in with the Link, she instantly daggers you and blinks back, so you kind of lose that trade out as the Razor player. But then if she commits too hard into the dagger, then her rotations are going to be weaker. So most Queen of Pains, of course, will tend to stick with the double dagger, and we'll see exactly where Tomato lands on that.
Yeah, I think 2-1-2 at level 5 on Quap is that pretty safe and best of all worlds, but indeed, we'll see. Pretty good pressure on the Oracle here in the bottom lane. Bounty Hunter getting pretty much all the last hits for now. Pango just with that one we saw him pick up in that first wave. Very wily lane down here for LGD. Hard for an Oracle PA combo to really put on the same kind of counter pressure. You know, they can farm, but can't really stop them from harassing like that in the lane. Pango's just too slippery.
Yeah, but he only do that so often. I mean, it doesn't do very much damage early on. It's going to start costing more mana the more he levels it up, and I think Mason's still going to have a pretty free time. And, oh, the nerf to Pango coming into play here. The illusion's no longer proccing the lucky shot. Feels bad, man. This is the only time where it really hurts Pango. Other than that, it's kind of a good thing, really.
Okay, still pretty even down here. Let's check in on this top lane. Got the Lesh Tiny here against the Juggernaut Disruptor.
Papita just tried to split Earth a range creep. It didn't get the kill, actually. So that was a little disappointing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They have a good lane ward here. Just helping.
Great lane for the Jug. It seems like the Lesh Tiny are struggling to really pressure this.
X-Novus has really good movement up here, too. Plus, I guess they just don't have the best way to secure the kill.
Oh, kinetic field, some pretty good damage. Jug coming in with a Blade Fury. Is it going to be enough? Certainly seems so. X-Nova's got the damage. That Thunder Strike helping to top it off. Tiny looking for more, but not going to commit for the kill as Ame continues to chop him down.
X-Nova's going to get to his boots. He needed these so bad. Like, I'm surprised he didn't die, honestly, before he had boots. Because, like, Tiny had boots already, and that guy was just zooming at him over and over. But now he's going to be up to 341 move speed, and now it's going to be really hard to lock him down. And that's level 2 spin. Going to be ready again here in a moment for another kill.
Mason still continuing.
They're actually going for it.
Despite the pressure, back up top, Papita. Kinetic Field blocks him in. The Thunder Strike plus Blade Fury is just too much damage. It's a level 2 Thunder Strike as well. A lot of damage on that. 240.
Yeah, it's one of the better value points.
280.
Mid lane. The rotation from the dead
Not
Tiny.
enough. XM, is he going to be able to turn this? FY does. They lose the Razor first, but Tomato still falls. Great rotation from FY to get that exchange. It's at 280, by the way. I biffed the math on that.
It's okay. I said Tiny was dead when it was the Leshrac that died twice. So, you know, well, we're getting there. Clearly, 2 best of 3s is all we can handle in a day. So we'll see if we can make it through this one.
3-1, small lead for LGD, but overall, it's a pretty even laning phase.
Oh, X-Nova got in there for this ward, though. Way deep into Radiant territory, and now he's looking for the bounty runes.
Blue getting pushed back. Silence on the PA.
Now, look, X-Nova's hiding. Oh, he knew, though. Pepita had figured that one out. That was pretty good.
Will
got a lot of
still
return
secure 2 bounties for X-Nova there. And on the other side, looks like they went 1 for 1. Tiny grabbed one, but he ends up dying for it, and then they picked up the other bounty rune. So big win for LGD at the 5-minute mark.
Look at this Lesh, though. Ame has phase boots right now. Pepita just cannot be here. This is so dangerous. It's a good thing that the X-Nova is pulling at the moment, but once this pull is done, like, how is he ever going to be anywhere close to Ame?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Level 3 spin now, too. Oof.
Strug City, now smoke rotation from Infamous. Tiny and Oracle looking to wrap around mid. Maybe a setup onto FY. He's going to make the rotation over here. He'll bump into the Oracle. Flies over, trades some damage. Tiny actually not rotating.
Yeah, waiting for the rune probably, too, and for the Pango to come back. So Wu's going for it. Oh, it's a regen. Not going to help him, but he'll deny it.
Chalice on the way over, though, and this should be a dead Oracle. Only level 3.
Oh.
Okay.
They tried to give it to Chalice, it looked like.
Think so.
Yeah. So Moose did get this ward down and still lingers around, but even with the ulti, not going to try and bait into that Tiny play. Pepita has been forced out of the lane, as we said, because of the phase boots, and now X-Nova using that ward vision. He's going to try and wrap around behind him, but Pepita, sensing the fact that Disruptor is not shown anywhere else, probably knows that he's lingering.
Holding on to that 4th point as well. Yet to queue up the glimpse.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Vita
Dire's middle tower
hiding in the tree line as Jug now pressures this. Big wave for him. It's like a triple range creep and a siege. So a lot of damage on this tower.
But Wu,
he's going to get caught now. Kinetic field again with a Thunder Strike. Ame only level 5, but right clicks should be sufficient unless these Wild Wings help him out. Good stutter step on the right click from Ame and secures the kill. Does not hand it over to the neutrals.
Yeah, the catapult did get taken down by the tower, though, so that's going to stop this push.
Bummer.
Maybe not. Maybe they will actually commit because he still has the full spin and the Omni Slash. So yeah, that should be enough threat here. X-Nova has to be wary of a toss back onto the Lesh.
Picked up the glimpse now. Moves trying to come in. Can't get there quite in time. Kinetic field does break things apart, so the Lesh can't get there to close the gap. Jug now with a great spin. He will have an ultimate after this, but backs out. Does not want to die for that kill as the Queen of Pain is rotated. Drops the Omni, but not able to mitigate the damage. Not going to find the kills either. Trying to move into the tree line. The toss, they've got it. Tomato now hunting for X-Nova. TP out, knows they don't have a stun, and he'll live. Nice play there. Still the Jug in the grave.
Yep, good rotation from the Queen of Pain. The Oracle even took up the mid lane there too. Get himself a little bit of experience. So, I mean, they're still up 2k on the side of LGD, but something they desperately needed from this Queen. And she has maxed out the Shadow Strike as well for this game. Something that's become a little bit more popular lately.
4-1-1.
But yeah, it makes your rotations a little bit weaker without the ulti for sure. But it makes your lane dominance pretty brutal. As you can see, even the Razor just heading to the jungle.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Razor definitely did not win that mid matchup, and he's also picked up Tranquil Boots.
Yeah, kind of like the OD Tranquil Boots. Just one of those things. But yeah, you can see that you look at last, and you're like, oh, that's kind of close, and you realize that a lot of that's jungle, and then the Queen has killed, and suddenly it's a 1k gap.
Pepita in some trouble again. Does connect with a stun on the Disruptor. Maybe looking for the counter kill, but does not have the damage. He sets one up for XM. More space for Ame to finish off this tier 1 tower up top. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, looks like we're going to see some more rotations. Chalice now level 6. does get dusted up, caught by the combo from Tiny, and this should be a kill. He's surviving a lot longer than planned.
Radiant's top tower is under
FY not
attack.
going to be able to save him. Not yet level 6 on that Pango, so some limited options there.
Yeah, he is pretty high level though. I mean, that means they can give the tome to the Disruptor more than likely, and Tanky will get 6 on his own. So they could be a really fearsome trio if they wanted to maybe try and make plays with Omni Slash and with the Razor, if XM wants to try and boost himself up that way.
Yeah. Now, it feels like we've been watching the other lanes while bottom has been still pretty back and forth. Mason, soon to be level 7, middle of the pack in terms of net worth. Jug has pulled really far ahead and proved to have a much better laning phase. We saw PA in the last series going for Battle Fury, looking for that damage piece first, and here he's going to go for the Ring of Health. I don't even know if he's going to commit to the Battle Fury.
Yeah, we talk about all these benefits of the Leshrac on the side lane, but all those benefits only apply when you're actually winning the lane. Moves. You're going to commit the ulti here.
Now Rolling Thunder and a grab onto Oracle. Still only 5. No false promise. The crit will secure the kill. There's that level 7 bounty you were talking about. Now Tomato disarmed on the high ground. Will be forced back out of mana, but FY does not make it to the low ground. That was unfortunate. And that'll be Papita getting a recovery kill.
This is your I don't play Pango players right there. I mean, I'm sure he was dead anyway, but it is funny. You can like always tell who is grinding out this hero and who hasn't.
Yeah.
Especially because you can just use the move command too, so you can like use that free move thing that doesn't use pathing, so you can just like always get the jump overs.
I've never played Pango, so I only kind of know what you're talking about.
So like, you know, when you're pathing, like if you click on the other side of a cliff, it'll walk your hero around the cliff, right? Well, you can just use like you can use a modifier, like a different key for move, so that it doesn't use any pathing. So you can just directly walk yourself into the cliff face and then just hit W.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Pro tip for all you aspiring Pango players out there.
Are scared.
Oh, glimpse back in the mid. Looks like you're going to get the quap right into a Static Storm kinetic field. Disarm. They don't have the damage, though.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Courier does go down.
What? Was that going to Mason?
I think so. I think, yeah, it looks like it went down up top to the Jug.
Yeah.
He's just going to TP down bottom. All right.
Jeez, Ame is just destroying this game. And again, as you said, we haven't really talked much about Chalice, but the fact that he's second on the net worth is kind of insane.
Definitely having an impact. Drum of Endurance completed. So not only experience, but some good farm.
Yeah, this is the build I've seen before, too, where they just go straight... Oh. Poly Blades that Sentry, but like straight into the BKB.
That poor Pango, just watching him in that tiny avalanche. Go, oh.
Well, that's something we can watch for this game. So if you use the Sonic Wave during the Pango windup, it actually cancels his ulti. Because any sort of forced movement cancels Pango's ult now. So like force stabs or anything like that. I say now, I think it's just always been like that. It seems kind of unintended, but...
Moves. It's pulled back. A lot of damage, but are they actually going to be able to secure this kill with XM here? Maybe. Into the tower, though. Chalice pops the drum charge, is trying desperately to live here. Takes another tower shot, but goes in Viz, gets the bottle charge, and he lives through it all. Just a kill on the Tiny. PSG perhaps hunting for more, but a good defensive posture from Infamous, not giving him the opening.
Radiant structures are
They
fortified.
do want to defend this tower, though. They'll pop the
Radiant's
glyph.
bottom tower is under attack.
Ame's just playing his own game, man.
Yeah. He's playing Farmville over here.
Hey, he's got a Manta complete here after this wave.
That's pretty darn good. 13 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, Manta, phase Manta, 13 minutes. Phase up, baby.
And he's going to grab that tier 2 also, completely unchecked. Meanwhile, mid, Infamous looking for a trade. No deny from the Razor. At least they get something out of it, but Infamous, 5 to 10, 7K net worth is the favor for PSG.LGD right now. Still only level 5 on this Oracle. They desperately need this false promise. It's such a key aspect of their team fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, it will let Papilla maybe do some damage, but straight up, this Leshrac just needs levels. I mean, the guy doesn't even have lightning. It's not that scary.
Yeah. 2 crowns and some boots. He might be a king, but it's a pretty small kingdom.
Well, so. Hey, they got dust now.
They toss him into the tower. Maybe a kill onto Chalice. Moves into the tree line. Static Storm kinetic field. They'll make it a 1-for-1 at the very least. But Bounty Hunter does lose his life. Papita needs to be careful. There's a tree line, and there's an Omni Slash from the Jug.
What?
Well, that was a little awkward. Maybe still going to find the kill, so no harm done. Looking for more. It's Tomato. Some counter kills, perhaps. Healing Ward comes out. He does have a Sonic Wave, so a little bit low on mana. Trying to finish off these illusions. There's an Oracle that TP'd back in. Again, still 5. No ultimate. And on the other side, it's Pangolier. He hops in. There's the Rolling Thunder, and they want this Oracle. He's been isolated. His team's left him high and dry, and he is out of options, baby. On the other side, Moose, maybe set to suffer a similar fate, but this Disruptor is out of mana. Couldn't get the glimpse in time. They're just going to open it up for Ame to chop down that tier 1.
Look at Chalice just running under the tower. No cares. And the glimpse. Oh my god, they almost got it with that Pango silence. Only level 1 though.
Jug going to move right into the Diffusal next. No surprise. Great synergy with the Manta. As it does burn mana.
Ah, gaha.
What I was going for there.
Oh, they're getting all 4 bounties. This is how you build and keep a lead.
It'll be about 10k here at 15 minutes.
Amazing what you found laying around.
Well, they can go Roche. They can take... I mean, I would just walk at all these towers that are left, and by all these towers, I mean the 2 that are left. But I don't see how Infamous are going to fight you. Especially if this Queen ever ults.
This Queen of Pain has not felt like the pick so far. She is underfarmed and having trouble really making a big impact. Bracer, Gloves of Haste. Midas queued up, but...
Oh, roll up top.
Move, gets pulled back. FY, going to be able to help finish that one off. It's a dead Tiny, and Lesh will just head back to friendly territory. Disruptor looking for a glimpse, but I think he's going to be short on vision. Ooh,
and cool
a little close. But do you like the Midas here on Quap? She's got it complete, so the commitment's there.
Guess I don't have a choice now, do I? The PA has a Battle Fury, so... I mean, I guess what else would Tomato buy? Well, finishing boots would be kind of nice.
I was thinking like treads. I mean, Yules is a great utility item on that hero. I don't know. I think there's a number of choices. They are going to grab Oracle here. Level 6. He's got the False Promise, but Static Storm will drop the silence. So not even going to be able to use the ulti. And now another tier 2 for LGD. Only 1 remains. And that's the tier 2 mid for Infamous.
Yeah, I say her PA has a Battle Fury, but I guess I should say going Battle Fury because that's also still not there. I mean, it's 16 minutes. This isn't like the worst timing. Obviously, he's in a very behind game. But if he can just clear up a couple more waves, he'll get there.
Given the state of the game, I think Mason's handled this pretty well. Can't really ask for too much more when it's a 13k net worth lead at 17 minutes. I mean, he's doing what he can.
This Diffusal is going to be pretty brutal, though.
Radiant are scanning.
Going to be... I mean, they already can't fight them. But when he just gets on someone with like a Manta Diffusal Blade, it's just, they're going to lose all of their mana. This Leshrac is going to be so depressed.
Yeah, at least right now they can kind of run away from him. Once the Diffusal comes out, that's not really happening. They will catch FY up top.
Oh, this Raptor on that bottom, too.
Oh, got the tail end of that as they grab X-Nova. Maybe Chalice could fall. He's picked up his Mithril Hammer, so at least he's bought out. Does get dusted, but XM also in the neighborhood. Papita on the run.
Oh, the long range, the medic Tiny.
Oh, the creep wave at the worst time. It does kind of work out for LGD as it moves him closer to the Tiny.
Yeah, but it saved his core. He got the Leshrac out. That was pretty good. Tiny Airlines. The save.
Not what Ame was hoping for with that Omni Slash.
Yep.
Almost clutch to see that toss right into the hands of the Omni, but the creeps made it go the other way. Mason up top. Oh, Chalice here.
That's not a good sign when people just walk at your PA.
Oh, the Static Storm, Kinetic Field, the Glimpse. Those kind of moments where you go, oh yeah, Disruptor is pretty damn good, huh?
Yeah, that was with the Diffusal on the Courier, by the way. That was...
Tomato mid. It's completely repelled. And now the Veil coming out on Quap. This was another item we could have suggested. You know, like maybe the Midas will work out, but great stats, easy build-up. Definitely seen Syndicades go for that build.
She also went max Shadow Strike, so she definitely needed levels.
True.
No doubt about that. And Midas and Tome, you know, they're the only ones that really give you those.
Well, hello, Oracle. Does not have the mana to use his ultimate now, thanks to the Diffusal Blade.
Yeah, not a fan of how it doesn't make the blue diamond anymore. So, give me back my blue diamond when they're dead and they didn't have mana. I really like that.
Oh,
now it's green, so when I'm watching on stream, I can't tell if they had mana or not. You know, for flaming purposes.
Yeah, Val.
Yeah.
Start
dude,
catering to Twitch chat more.
Hey, man, they put tips in the game. They've done enough. You know, they started this trend. I just wanted to be consistent.
Dota 2, known for its consistency. Well, MKB up next for Jug. Can't say anyone should be surprised about that up against a PA.
They're going for the moves here. They're looking to pop some smokes on a roaming bounty. They're actually hoping for a Jug. This is the 20-minute bounty rune smoke.
Infamous has got to make something happen here. I like the idea.
Sees the queen. They thought it was bounty, but it was Jug lurking.
Omni Slash. He pops the Oracle to start. It's a backfire for Infamous. Now Moose gets destroyed. Static Storm Kinetic Field pulls back Tomato. He will be able to blink TP, but your hopes of winning this fight are now null and void as Infamous lose 3. Bounty runes go the way of the Dire again, and 20 minutes in, we are getting eerily close to that 1K network lead per minute, Trent, and that is usually the sign of ultimate doom.
Indeed. I'm a little surprised they haven't called GG, to be honest. But they're going to hold for the first racks. Definitely feels like one of those games where you just have no way forward, though. I mean, you know they're in rush right now. You can't do anything about it. They're just walking in past your wards. They don't care. Not, you know, neither should they, but BKB is now complete for Chalice. Going for the blink after to make sure he can get the max damage off the Shuriken toss. Like it.
Yeah, this is one of those games where I actually just feel bad for this Oracle. He has not been able to do anything. He didn't have his ultimate for the longest time, and now that he's gotten it, the last 3 times he wanted to use it, he couldn't even get it off. Like, he has just been a non-factor. I don't even know that it's his fault. It's just been a complete shutdown.
I think he was supposed to be paired with the Leshrac in terms of like game plan stuff, like helping the Leshrac deal as much damage as possible in this fight or in these fights. But Papita truly had no game. Like when he just had null and this Jug had phase boots, what is he supposed to do?
I think you need to just set up a lane where your enemy carry doesn't get phase boots before you get brown boots. I mean, once that's out, I don't know what you do at that point. You just
the Jug was just a super solid pick too.
Yeah. Totally agreed there. Glimpse. Oh, they found the clock. There's that combo we talked about. Track with Glimpse. A Static Storm on top of it. They're going to try to knock him back in, but this time the False Promise comes out. It should be enough to save the Queen of Pain. Oracle.
Yeah.
He's able to do it.
The indicator actually works now, which is pretty cool.
Tomato jumping forward. They want a counter kill on the FY to turn this around, but they need to be careful how far they've committed. They did get that kill, but now Dire enemies are inbound. BKB from Chalice. That'll connect. Wu gets brought down. Papita also going to fall as XM joins the party. And back on the other side, Moose playing some Ring Around the Rosie with X Nova. Toss will not be enough to reset that. And even though they do get the Pango, they lose 3 in return. And LGD find the advantage.
I was going to comment how X Nova's 5, 1, and 9, and then I realized that all of their kill scores just look crazy. So, you know what? Yay. Go LGD.
A lot of singleton deaths over on that side.
Yeah. FY is the only one feeding away here.
Creeps inbound. That'll break the backdoor protection. 2 heroes in the grave with buybacks, but they respawn pretty quickly. We're only 22 minutes in. The Guardian Greaves get picked up by the Pangolier. That'll be the glyph for Radiant, trying to delay the inevitable of these barracks falling. But it's tough. Jug, he's just going to use the spin, grab himself some magic immunity, focus on the melee barracks. I think they'll stick around just long enough to finish it off, but they do need to be a little careful. No PA here right now.
I mean, she did cut the wave, but they're coming in mid too.
And that's barracks secured. You're right, mid lane is here. They're going to grab Wu again with a Static Storm Kinetic Field. X Nova on point once more. Queen of Pain running low on mana. We'll have to blink back. Infamous doing what little they can to delay this, but they're getting repelled into their tier 4s now and still dying. This Rolling Thunder is just too much for them to handle as Papita is getting blocked out of his own well. I mean, this is just a slaughter here, Trent. Deso up on the PA. Mason trying to do everything he can. But now 2 buybacks coming out. This is looking like a potential final hold for Infamous.
I gotta say, LGD looks like they're enjoying themselves here.
Racks up on everyone. There's the Omni Slash. Ame just pops the Oracle. Not able to finish off the Quap, but the rest of Infamous just getting picked apart. 3 down, triple kill for Ame. Another glimpse. PA able to jump back to a friendly creep, but Queen of Pain once again just sort of delaying the inevitable here. LGD might finally retreat. Low on resources. They're going to have a healing ward. They're going to be topped off.
Is it like that boxing strat where you let them wear themselves out? Like, LGD, they're getting tired. Look at them. Oh, they can only get so many more kills.
Yep, eventually their fingers are going to get tired, and there it is, the GG. The Rocky approach did not work for Infamous this time, and they will get knocked down in game number 1. 9-31, 31K net worth advantage at 25 minutes. LGD with an absolutely clinical performance.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, they kind of knew the scoop on the mid lane for LGD. Like, the Razor isn't going to be able to like completely dominate, like the whole point of the counter pick and the Queen of Pain, but then the side lane, I think that bounty lane went way better than I would have anticipated. Like I guess because it was the Oracle, the PA, and no real rotation from the Tiny, at least in the earlier points, and there was no real threat of it because he was so required up top. And then even then, they still couldn't do anything versus